Hello students, welcome back to Edviz Learning. Let us continue with our chapter Quadratic Equations, which is chapter number 5 in your textbook. So as you know, so far in this chapter we have already completed 3 exercises, 5A, B and C, and currently we are on exercise 5D, which is based on the formula method of solving quadratic equations. Correct? So earlier we have studied factorization method. Before that we have studied things like nature of roots of a quadratic equation, which is based on the value of b square minus 4ac, also called as discriminant of a quadratic equation. Okay, so by now you also know what the standard form of a quadratic equation is: ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a cannot be equal to 0. A, b and c are constants and x is the variable. Okay, so let us continue with exercise 5D. We are on question number 3, second sub question. Exercise 5D, question number 3, second sub question. Okay, so the question is to solve each of the following equations for x and give the answer correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, so in each and every question you are going to get a value of b square minus 4ac, which is not a perfect square. So you have to find the square root of that number. Okay, and then write the final answer correct to 2 decimal places. So in the previous session we solved it using the long division method. Square root find out karne ke liye you can use the long division method, or there is another option. They might even provide you with log books. Okay, so it will look like this. And here you can see that we will find out the square roots of all the numbers from 10 to 100 easily by using this table. Correct? So let us solve question number 3, second one. We don't have to use long division method here. Question number 3, second one. 4x plus 6 upon x plus 13 equal to 0. This is the equation. First step, bring it to its standard form. Okay, therefore 4x square plus 6 plus 13x equal to 0. I've just cross multiplied this x. So upon x is also there, it will go on the other side, get multiplied with 0. So the equation is 4x square plus 13x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay, now we will compare it with the standard form. That is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. And we can clearly see that a is 4, b is 13, c is 6. Okay, next step, find out the value of b square minus 4ac. So 13 square minus 4 into 6 into 4. Okay, this is going to be equal to 169 minus 4 4s are 16, 16 6s are 96. When we subtract this, the answer is 73. Okay, so we need to find the square root of 73 for finding out the value of x, because the formula for x is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac, correct, upon 2a. If we substitute the values here, minus b will be minus 13 plus or minus square root of 73 divided by 2 times 4. So we need to find the square root of 73, which you can find out either by long division method, but like I told you, there is a simpler way. You might be provided with the log book or the table for square roots. Okay, in this table you can see that the value for root 73 is 8.54. Okay, we need only correct to 2 decimal places. So 8.54 is the value of root 73. We can write this as plus or minus 8.54 divided by 8. Okay, so correct to 2 decimal places के लिए सिर्फ इतना ही लेंगे हम लोग. If there is 3 decimal places, you have to take 8.544. Okay, so this is going to be equal to minus 13. X का वैल्यू क्या होगा? Minus 13 plus 8.54 upon 8, or x is equal to minus 13 minus 8.54 upon 8. Here one number is negative, one number is positive, so we will have to subtract and then divide by 8. Subtraction के बाद sign क्या होगा? Negative, because the bigger number is negative, so minus 13 minus 8.54. So the answer will be 6, here it will be 4, 12 minus 8 is 4. 4.46 in negative divided by 8. When we divide this, the answer will be minus 0.8 5s are 40, again 46, 8 5s are 40, then we have 60, so 8 7s are 56. Okay, I'm just finding the next digit because based on this digit, we will round off the second digit. We are getting 7 here, which is greater than 5, but we need the answer correct to 2 decimal places. So due to this 7, this last digit will become 6. Okay, so one of the answers is minus 0.56. Let us see the other one. Or x will be equal to, if we add these two, 13 and 8.54, this time we will have to add because both are negative. Okay, so the addition is minus 21.54 divided by 8, which is equal to minus 8 2s are 16, then we have 55, correct, 8 6s are 48, then we have 74, 8 9s are 72, correct. So minus 2.69 is the answer correct to 2 decimal places. The value of x is minus 0.56 or minus 2.69, correct. So you can use the tables as well to find out the square root. It will be provided to you in your examination. Okay, so let us continue with the next question. After you note this down, I'll give you 1 minute to note this down. Let's move on to the next question, students. 4x square minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so the next question is third sub question. 4x square minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. Let us continue. It is already in its standard form, so we will compare with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Upon comparing, you can see that a is equal to 4, b is minus 5 and c is minus 3. So let us find the value of b square minus 4ac, the discriminant. Minus 5 square minus 4 into minus 3. Okay, so minus 5 square will be positive 25. Minus 4 into minus 3 will be positive 12. 12 into 4 is 48. Once again, when you add these two, you will find out that the sum is 73 again, correct. So this time also the square root part will be same. We'll just take the same value and solve the question. Value of x minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Substitute the values here. Okay, so x will be equal to minus of minus 5 plus or minus square root of 73 divided by 2a, that is 2 times 4. Okay, so this is minus minus positive 5 plus or minus root 73. Again from the table you can see that the value is 8.54. We need only correct to 2 decimal places. So 8.54 divided by 2 4s are 8. Correct. Now let us solve this. So this is equal to, x will be equal to 5 plus 8.54 divided by 8, or x is equal to 5 minus 8.54 divided by 8. If it is addition, it is 13.54 divided by 8, okay, which is equal to 8 ones are 8. Then we have 55, so decimal point 8 6 are 48. Okay, then we have 74. So 8 9s are 72. 1.69 is one value, correct to 2 decimal places. Next, or x is equal to 5 minus 8.54. So it will be minus 3.54 divided by 8. Okay, we are subtracting 5 from 8.54, but the answer will be negative. Okay, so this is equal to minus 0.48 are 32, as we all know. Then again we have 34. So 4 8s are 32, 0.44. If we take the next digit, it will be 2. So there is no need to round off. It is minus 0.44. It is the correct value of x. Okay? So these two are the correct values of x in this question up to 2 decimal places. I'll again give you 1 minute to note this down. Then we'll move on to the next question. Okay students, let us continue. Now the remaining two questions are very similar to this. You have to solve in a similar manner. First compare with the standard form, find out a, b and c, then find the value of b square minus 4ac, put it inside the formula, find out the square root from the square root table, okay, and then solve the question. That's it. Okay, so we will stop question number 3 here. The remaining two questions will be your homework questions. Now we will move on to question number 4. Okay. So question number 4, solve each of the following equations for x, giving your answer correct to 3 decimal places. So same question, but instead of 2 decimal places, we have to find the answer till 3 decimal places, correct till 3 decimal places. Okay, let us see the first question here. Question number 4, sub question 1. The equation is 3x square minus 12x minus 1 equal to 0. It is already in its standard form. So comparing with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, the value of a will be 3, the value of b will be minus 12 and c will be minus 1. So next step, find the value of b square minus 4ac, that is minus 12 square minus 4 into 3 into minus 1. Okay, so 144 plus, because it is minus and minus, multiplication will be positive, 12, 156 is the value of b square minus 4ac. In the next step, put it inside the formula. X will be minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Correct? So substituting the values of a, b and c, this equation will now become x equals to minus of minus 12 plus or minus square root of 156, which is the value of b square minus 4ac, correct, divided by 2 times a, that is 2 times 3. So this is equal to positive 12 plus or minus. Now root 156, if you look at the table, it is not there in the table, correct? So we will have to simplify it a little bit if we want to find the value of root 156 from the table. Root 156 can be written as, if you divide it by 4, you will find out that the factorization can be 4 multiplied by 39. Okay, root 156 is nothing but 4 multiplied by 39. So the square root of 4 can be taken outside as 2. And this is root 39. Okay, 2 root 39 is equivalent to root 156. So instead of root 156, I can write 2 root 39 divided by 2 3s are 6. Now the value of this root 39 you can easily find out from the table. As you can see, root 39 is 6.245. Correct to 3 decimal places, it is 6.245. So I'll write it 12 plus or minus 2 multiplied by 6.245 divided by 6. Okay, if we solve this further, so 12 plus or minus 2 5s are 10, 1 carry, 2 4s are 8, 9, 2 2s are 4, 0.26 are 12. Okay, 12.49 is the value of 2 multiplied by 6.245 divided by 6. Now let us calculate what we need to calculate. Okay, first step, find out 12 plus 12.490 divided by 6. This is one of the values of x, or x is equal to 12 minus 12.490 divided by 6, second value of x. Correct? So which is equal to 12 plus 12, we all know 24.490 हो जाएगा यहाँ पे, 24.490 divided by 6, or x will be equal to 12 minus 12.490. So we will subtract and give the negative sign because smaller number से bigger number subtract कर रहे हैं हम लोग. So negative 0.490 divided by 6. Now after division we have to write the value correct to 3 decimal places. Let us do the division. We know 6 4s are 24. Point, here it is just 4, so 0. Okay, then again 6 8s are 48. 1 will be the remainder. Then we have 10, so 6 1s are 6. Then we have 40, correct? So 6 6s are 36 aata hai. Now due to this 6, we can round off this 1. That's why we need to find one more digit during the division, because if the next digit is greater than 5, we can round it off. So correct to 3 decimal places value क्या आएगा? 4.082. Okay, जो 1 था, we have rounded it off to 2. Similarly, there the value will be minus 0. Again we have 4, so 0. Then 6 8s are 48. Once again you will get 1 and 6 later on. So 0.082 can be the answer. These two are the values of x, possible values correct to 3 decimal places. 4.082 and minus 0.082. Correct? So I hope you have understood the question. We have solved it in a similar manner just like the previous question. Nothing different here. Okay? But you have to find the answer correct to 3 decimal places. So please make a note of this. I'll give you 1 minute. Alright students, let us continue with the next question. The next sub question here is x square minus 16x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay, let us try to solve it just like this one. X square minus 16x plus 6 equal to 0. Okay, compare with the standard form. So the value of A is 1, the value of B is minus 16, the value of C is 6. Substitute these values in the formula for B square minus 4AC, that is minus 16 square minus 4 into 1 into 6. Okay, so 256 will be the square of minus 16. From this we will subtract 24. Okay, so this will become equal to 232. Now 232 once again is a number bigger than 100. इसका square root भी table में नहीं दिया होगा. We will have to simplify it a little bit. Okay, so before doing that, let us write down the formula for x minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, this is the value of x. Substitute the values of a, b and c. X will be minus of minus 16 plus or minus square root of 232 divided by 2 times 1, the value of a. Okay, so this is equal to positive 16 plus or minus. Now 232, if we factorize it, okay, start with 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12. Again we will do it by 2, 2 5s are, 2 8s are. Again if we do it by 2, then we have 2 2s are 4 and 2 9s are 18. Okay, so 58 is the last term which won't give me further square roots. So if I have to write 232 as a factor, I'll write it 4 multiplied by 58. Okay, 4 multiplied by 58. So here you can see that square root of 4 can come out as just 2 and root 58 will remain inside the square root. So we have to find out the square root of 58 from the table, substitute it here. Okay, so root 232 can be written as 2 root 58 divided by 2. Let us further simplify it a little bit. जिससे problem थोड़ा और simple हो जाएगा. We can divide this 16 and 2 root 58 by 2 directly in this step itself. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. Okay, then plus or minus 2 root 58 divided by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Only root 58 will be left here. Now let us look at the table and find out the value of root 58. Root 58 from the table you can see it is 7.616. Okay, so this is equal to 8 plus or minus 7.616. So the value of x will be equal to 8 plus 7.616, that is 15.616, or x will be equal to 8 minus 7.616. Let us subtract this. Okay, so this will be 10, this will be 9, this will be 9 and this will be 7. 10 minus 6 is 4, 8, 3. So 0.384 positive आएगा answer इस बार because 8 is the bigger number. So 0.384 is the second possible value of x. I hope the question is clear. The two possible values of x are 15.616 and 0.384. So similar way में हम लोगों ने solve किया है, nothing different here. I'll wait for you to finish writing this. Let's take 30 seconds. Then we'll move on to the next question. Okay, let us continue students to the third sub question here. 2x square plus 11x plus 4 equal to 0 is our next equation. 2x square plus 11x plus 4 equal to 0. This is our next equation. Compare it with the standard form. Okay. Find out the value of a, b and c. A is 2, b is 11, c is 4. So b square minus 4ac will be 11 square minus 4 into 2 into 4. Okay, that is 121 minus 32. So 121 minus 32, if you subtract this, it will be equal to 89. Okay, so 89 is the number that we need to find the square root of in this question. First, let us write the formula for x. Minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Substitute the values of a, b and c. X will be minus 11 plus or minus square root of 89 divided by 2 times 2. Okay, so this is equal to minus 11 plus or minus. What is root 89? As you can see from the table, root 89 is 9.434. 9.434 divided by 4. Okay, so the value of x is minus 11 plus 9.434 divided by 4, or minus 11 minus 9.434 divided by 4. Okay, so here one number is negative, one number is positive. We will have to subtract and give the bigger number sign. Subtraction क्या होगा? 11.000 minus 9.434. So this is 10 minus 6 4, 9 minus 3 6, 9 minus 4 5, and 10 minus 9 1. Okay, so minus 1.566 is the numerator divided by 4. If we divide it further, it will be equal to minus 0.4 3s are 12. Okay, then 36, 4 9s are 36, correct? Then 6, 4 1s are 4. Then if you see the next digit, 2 is the remainder. 4 1s are 4, 2 is the remainder. So 20 will be 4 5s are 20. So due to this 5, I will again have to round off the value of this 1. Okay, we have to find correct till 3 decimal places. So the answer will be 0.392 because we rounded off the last digit, that is 1, with the next digit, that is 5. Okay, now the second possible value of x can be, here these are the values of x. Okay, second possible value, this time both are negative, so we will add them and give negative sign. Addition will be 20.434 divided by 4. Okay, so the answer is minus 4 5s are 20, 0.4 zeros are 0. Okay, and then we have 34, 4 8s are 32. But once again, if you check the next digit, 2 is the remainder, so the next digit is 5, due to which this digit can be rounded off to minus 5.109. So I can write the last digit as minus 5.109. Okay, these are the two possible values of x in this question, minus 0.392 and minus 5.109. Okay, so I'll wait for you to finish writing this for 30 more seconds, then we'll move on to the next question. Okay students, so we are done with question number 4. Next we are going to solve question number 5, okay, which are again simpler questions like the question that we did earlier, that is question number 1. Uske jaisa hi hai ye, but only slightly different. We have to solve question number 5 mein. First equation that we need to solve is x raised to 4 minus 2x square, x raised to 4 minus 2x square minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, now in this question ये quadratic equation है ही नहीं. Why? Because the degree of the equation is 4. But like I told you earlier, quadratic equation is the equation where the degree of the equation is not more than 2. Okay, it cannot be less than 2 but not more than 2 also. So 2 ही होना चाहिए basically. So here we can change this equation to a quadratic equation. कैसे? Just assume the value of x square to be equal to some other variable, let us say p. Okay, so x square equal to p agar maine le liya, this equation you can see it can be written as x square the whole square. X raised to 4 matlab kya? X square ka square minus 2x square minus 3 equal to 0. नाउ इन दिस इक्वेशन वेरेवर यू सी एक्स स्क्वायर उसकी जगह पे हम लोग p लिख देंगे बिकॉज वही अज्यूम किया हम लोगों ने, राइट? सो दिस इज p स्क्वायर minus 2p minus 3 equal to 0. Now this equation looks like a quadratic equation. इसको हम लोग solve भी कर सकते हैं just like the questions that we solved earlier. First let us compare with the standard form, or you can use factorization method if you are more comfortable with that. Factorization method से भी आ जाएगा direct. You can see we have to factorize minus 3 such that the factors, okay, दोनों factors का जो difference है it should be minus 2. So it can be written as p square minus 3p plus 1p. Minus 3 into plus 1. Basically these are the factors. Okay, so minus 3 equal to 0. Again p is common here. Here only 1 is common. So p common लेने पे p minus 3 बचेगा. If I take 1 common, p minus 3 बचेगा. So first bracket is p plus 1. Second bracket is p minus 3 equal to 0. Okay. So the value of p here, it can be p plus 1 equal to 0 or p minus 3 equal to 0. That means p is equal to minus 1 or p is equal to 3. Okay, तो p के दो possible values आए, minus 1 और plus 3. But if I resubstitute the value of p मैंने क्या लिया था? x square. Okay, so we'll have to resubstitute the value of x square again. Here if I take x square equal to minus 1 or x square equal to 3. Okay, so you can see that the value of x here is square root of minus 1. मैंने क्या बोला था? Square root of a negative number. If you look at this equation x square minus 1, okay, here if you carry out b square minus 4ac, इसका डिस्क्रिमिनेंट लेस देन 0 आएगा. सो इस केस में x का जो सोल्यूशन होगा इट इज नॉट रियल. ओके, सो वी कैन नॉट फाइंड द सोल्यूशन हियर इन दिस केस, बट इन द अदर केस वी कैन राइट द वैल्यू ऑफ x. इफ आई हैव टू राइट द वैल्यू ऑफ x, इट कैन बी पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 3. ओके, प्लस और माइनस स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 3 बिकॉज इट इज x स्क्वायर. इट कैन बी प्लस रूट 3 ऑल्सो, माइनस रूट 3 ऑल्सो. Okay, so for x equal to square root of minus 1, the roots are not real. जब भी स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर नेगेटिव नंबर आएगा तो रूट्स आर इमेजिनरी, दे आर नॉट रियल नंबर्स. ठीक है, so we cannot consider that as a solution. Therefore x is equal to plus or minus root 3 is the only possible solution. ठीक है, I hope you are done with this question. It is very simple. सिर्फ assumption कुछ और लेना था and you have to solve in a similar manner. Now I'll wait for you to finish this question. Let us take 30 seconds. Then let us go to the next question. Okay, moving on to the next question, students. It's a very similar question. X raised to 4 minus 10x square plus 9 equal to 0. So I'll again leave this question up to you. Question number 5, second one, I'll write the question for you. X raised to 4 minus 10x square plus 9 equal to 0. Okay, very similar question. X square को कुछ और assume कर लो, p, q, a, whatever. Solve the question and then find the values of x finally from both the equations that you get. ठीक है, so I'll leave this question up to you. Please, those of you who have textbooks, mark it as your homework. Okay, now let us go to the next question. Question number 6. Question number 6 में again you have to solve the given equations. Equations कैसे दिए हुए हैं? First equation is x square minus x the whole square plus 5 multiplied by x square minus x plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, plus 4 equal to 0. Now here if you look at the equation, again it is not a quadratic equation, because अगर मैं ये bracket open कर दूंगा, we will get x raised to 4. ठीक है, x square का भी square हो जाएगा, which will be x raised to 4. It's not a quadratic equation, but we can easily convert it into a quadratic equation because ये part दोनों terms में common दिख रहा है मुझे, x square minus x. This I can assume as some other variable. So let x square minus x equal to some other variable. फिर से एक बार p ले लेते हैं, चलो. Okay, so this will be equal to p square plus 5p plus 4 equal to 0. Now it is a very simple quadratic equation. इसको भी factorization method से easily solve कर सकते हैं. You can see the last term is 4. We need factors of 4 such that, okay, the sum of the factors should be 5. So 4 ones are 4. Simple. This will be p square plus 4p plus 1p plus 4 equal to 0. Take p common here. Here we can take just 1 common. So p plus 4. If I take 1 common, again p plus 4 equal to 0. So the two factors are, so we are getting p plus 1 multiplied by p plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, so p plus 1 is 0 or p plus 4 is 0. P can be equal to minus 1 or p can be equal to minus 4. But if we resubstitute the value of p here, okay, therefore value of p क्या लिया था हम लोगों ने, x square minus x. So x square minus x equal to minus 1, or the second case is x square minus x equal to minus 4. Both are the possible solutions. Let us see इन दोनों में से solutions किस किस का आ सकता है. If I take minus 1 on this side, it will be x square minus x plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, or in this case x square minus x plus 4 equal to 0. Okay, in both the cases wherever can we find the solution, वो check करने के लिए हम लोग क्या करेंगे, b square minus 4ac solve करेंगे, यहाँ पर भी यहाँ पर भी. So here if you compare with the standard form, a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 1, c is equal to again 1. Okay, so what will be b square minus 4ac? Minus 1 square minus 4 into 1 into 1. Correct? But if you calculate this, minus 1 square is 1, minus 4 you are getting minus 3. Okay, so this equation will have no real roots because the value of b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Okay, since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, the roots are not real. ठीक है, तो इस इक्वेशन को हम लोग सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते. We'll leave it here. Now let us look at the second equation. In the second equation, here a is equal to 1, b is equal to again minus 1, c is equal to 4 this time. ठीक है, so a, b and c दो तीनों मिल गए हम लोगों को. Let us see the value of b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac will be minus 1 square. Okay, minus 4 into 1 into, again we have c equal to 4. So this time it will be minus 1 square 1, minus 16. So again we are getting minus 15. Even this equation will have no real roots. दोनों equation के लिए the roots are not real. तो basically जो main equation था हमारा, for that equation itself the roots are imaginary, they are not real. Okay, so therefore, or since b square minus 4ac is less than 0, the roots are not real. Okay, therefore the solution or the roots of the main equation x square minus x the whole square plus 5 into x square minus x plus 4 equal to 0 are not real, because we are not getting any real solution for both the equations that we found out. ठीक है, So we'll stop this question here. I'll give you some time to note this down, take 1 minute, then we'll go on to the next question. Okay students, moving on to the second sub question here, question number 6, second one. X square minus 3x the whole square minus 16 multiplied by x square minus 3x minus 36 equal to 0. Very similar question to the previous one. Okay? Here you can see both the brackets are same. Let us assume this x square minus 3x to be p this time. Okay, you can take any variable. I am taking p because a, b, c ले लिया तो mix हो जाएगा. B square minus 4ac. Correct? So I am taking it as p. Now the equation becomes p square minus 16p minus 36 equal to 0. Okay. So we'll solve this using factorization method. We need factors of minus 36 such that the difference between the factors will be minus 16. Okay. 18 2s are 36 as you all know. Correct. So I can write it minus 18 and 2 because the difference should be minus 16. Correct. So बड़ा number negative लेंगे हम लोग. Minus 18 and plus 2 are my factors. Let us use them to factorize the middle term. So p square minus 18p plus 2p minus 36 equal to 0. Okay. So p is common here. P minus 18 plus 2 is common here. Again p minus 18. The two brackets are p plus 2 and p minus 18 equal to 0. So from these two terms you can see that p plus 2 will be 0 or p minus 18 will be 0. So the value of p can be minus 2 or it can be positive 18. Okay. Resubstitute the value of p here. If we resubstitute the value of p here, the question will become x square minus 3x equal to minus 2 or x square minus 3x equal to 18. Okay. So we can take these two terms on the left side. The equations will become x square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0 or x square minus 3x minus 18 equal to 0. Okay. Now we can look at the equations and tell that we will be able to factorize them easily. b square minus 4ac हम लोगों ने previous equations में क्यों find किया था? Because we had a doubt that they cannot be factorized. ठीक है, तो हम लोगों ने b square minus 4ac solve करके check किया कि the value whether it is greater than 0 or not. ठीक है, here I can see that I can easily factorize this equation, at least the first one. So let us factorize this directly. Factors of 2 such that the sum of the factors will be minus 3. So 2 के दो factors minus 2 और minus 1 भी हो सकते हैं because multiplication will be positive 2 and when we add them minus 2 minus 1 will become minus 3. Okay, so let us use this minus 2x minus 1x plus 2 equal to 0. In these two groups you can see x is common here, so x minus 2. Here minus 1 can be taken common. Whenever a negative number is taken common, the sign will change behind in the bracket. It will be x minus 2. So the two brackets here are x minus 2 and x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so here we are getting two possible values of x minus 2 equal to 0 or x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so x equal to 2 or x equal to 1. तो दो पॉसिबल वैल्यूज x के आ चुके हैं. लेट अस लुक एट द अदर इक्वेशन नाउ. वहां पे क्या इक्वेशन में सॉल्यूशन मिलता है. नाउ -18 वी नीड टू फैक्टराइज -18 सच दैट द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द फैक्टर्स इज -3. ओके, सो व्हाट आर द पॉसिबल फैक्टर्स ऑफ -18? यू कैन सी इजीली कि 6 3s are 18 होता है, डिफरेंस भी 3 का हो गया, करेक्ट. बट विच ऑफ देम विल बी नेगेटिव? वी नीड -3 इन द मिडल, करेक्ट. सो बड़ा नंबर नेगेटिव होगा, -6 + 3. Okay, so let us use this. The factorization will be x square minus 6x plus 3x minus 18 equal to 0. Again group them together. In these two groups x is common, so x minus 6. In these two groups only 3 is common. If I take plus 3 common, we will be left with x minus 6 in the bracket equal to 0. So the two possible brackets here are x plus 3 and x minus 6 equal to 0. So either x plus 3 is 0 or x minus 6 is 0. The value of x is -3 or it is +6. Okay, so we got 4 possible solutions of this equation. Now you must be observing a pattern here. When the power of the equation, the maximum power of the equation is 4, there are 4 possible solutions, correct? So if it is just a quadratic equation with degree 2, there are 2 possible solutions, correct? But this is an equation with degree 4, so there are 4 possible solutions. Now these are the 4 solutions. Finally we will write down, therefore x is equal to 2 or 1 or -3 or 6, correct? So this is the solution of this equation. Now I'll wait for 1 minute for you to finish writing this, then we will conclude the session. Okay students, I hope you understood everything that we did today. The use of square roots table is very important, so please make sure you know how to use it. Okay, now we will stop here today. We'll meet again in the next session and continue with the chapter. Thank you.